Welcome back to Lone Oak Farm for episode 13 with me, MrSealyp. Right then, it's 6:09 in the AM. The ground is still wet, which means I can't do any mowing or anything, and I've got a plan about the mowing. The disc buying was fun. I've never used one before. However, I'm going to sell that. I'm going to buy two mowers. I'm going to get a front and a side mower, not the butterfly, which is what I would normally get. I need to put the Massey 356 away somewhere. I think I'm going to take it into the workshop, give it a once over, make sure everything's okay with it. I had to use this trick. A few different people told me this, to get a log, put it on top of a piece of machinery, then you can kind of strap it down. I drove out of where I picked it up. That slid forward, hit the back of the trailer here, which tipped down, which forced that down and the front up. It was an absolute disaster. So we had to whiz off, cut a branch, put it on top, and everything was fine after that. So what I'm going to do is take that off and that off, jump up here, and we can take the log away for the time being. Just throw that down there. I can move that out of the way at any point. Now I had a bit of a problem with this. When it did that, I came to this bit here and it did that. The wheels dropped through. Now I don't know if it's that kind of double mod problem you sometimes get. The front wheels are fine. Sometimes you get a mod with the mod and I don't quite like it, because I have had a problem with that trailer before. But this will go in and let's have a bit of work done on it. Like I say, we'll just check, a bit of a service, oil and water and hydraulic lines, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Right, so it's open. Oh, I forgot this was new. Now, my contract for wood chips and actually this is quite noisy. Let's put this in here first. Always stick those forks on the floor. Stored energy, always dangerous. Okay, right, that's that done. Yeah, so I was saying, the contracts I've got for wood chips and lumber is for JP at the Iron Wheel Ranch, and they're a Canadian farm, and they've had a real problem. They provide their cattle with wood chip bedding, like shredded, wood chips at the end of the day, and they've had an issue with Dutch elm disease up in Manitoba, and the lumber's no good. They've got wood shavings, that's what I was looking for, not wood chips necessarily, wood shavings. So they are in need of 200,000 litres of wood chips, and they need about 30 trees cut into 2 metre lengths. And then what they'll do is they can be stored and drying, and then when they run out of wood chip, they'll then, I guess, chip the wood that I've sent them. That would kind of make sense, wouldn't it? So what we're going to do is start off, we'll grab the truck, we'll grab the trailer, because we can start delivering that. What I'm going to do is take that down to the sawmill at Ian and Sons. There it will be stored, and then JP, we're going to organise shipping up to Manitoba from here. Now I'm going to put this away. This is the first time I've actually run a map where a pickup fits, because weirdly enough we still have the pickup available on a lot of the British, Irish, Scottish, English maps, but it doesn't quite fit, but it does on here. Why? Oh, that was the shadow. I thought the ramps were going down then. My mind is going. I'm losing my mind. Right, unhook that. Need to find home to park this now. Actually, you know what I will do? Seems silly parking it and then coming back. Let's just park it here for the time being. because I might as well get in the truck. It's right here. This has only got... I'm not sure how big it is. It's not very big, is it? Anyway, luckily, and it is luckily, earlier on, when I was doing all my forestry to get that bit of money at the start to buy a few bits of machinery, etc., etc., I bought the Xylo chip wood chipper and the storage facility that came with it. So I have got, I think, 400,000 litres of wood chips in storage. I don't know if I completely filled it. I think I did. So we're going to head there. We'll fill this up as many times as we need to and take it down to the sawmill until we've got 200,000 litres. And then we'll worry about doing the trees. The trees might have to come in a little while, but that's not a problem. We'll start off doing this bit, then hopefully once that's all done, the ground will have dried out enough and I can get some mowing done. I was reminded when I was doing all the stuff in the grass, apparently grass doesn't degrade until midnight. Only hay and stuff will degrade kind of almost immediately, and if it rains, apparently grass doesn't. I thought it all did, but I was told it doesn't, so you know. It's nice to see all the crops are growing in the next growth stage, which means there's going to be a load of spraying needs doing, or fertiliser spreading, whichever. A few fields that need one more fertilising state, field 50 will do, field 45 will do. I'll need to get out here either with the boom sprayer or the fertiliser spreader, and we'll get another fertilising state on there. So I will see you at the forest location momentarily. Now this is not going to be easy or straightforward. This is quite bumpy terrain across here, and I'm pretty sure where I placed the silo chip storage, I don't know if I'm going to have enough room to the side of it to get this trailer under. I hope I am. And this is a road truck, this is not designed for this. Although saying that, I saw a trailer for, if you're into Spin Tyres Mud Runner, they are doing a DLC which should be due out in the fall, it says. Spin Tyres Mud Runner American Wilds, which is going to have new maps, American trucks, that kind of stuff. Oh no, I can go under there. Perfect. So, let's see how much I can get in this. I can't remember how big this is. Is it 40,000 litres, 45, something like that? Fingers crossed it is. Yeah, so yeah, if you're into Spin Tyres Mud Runner, it just says fall. I mean, that could be any time really. You know what's going to happen, they're all going to come out at the same time, aren't they? Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is due out October, then you've got this FS19 due out November the 20th, and then obviously there's going to be whatever else comes out. Oh, 45 and more. 47. Oh, okay, I was well off. It wasn't 40 or 45, it was 47, so I'm going to need to at least 4 runs, 4 and a bit on this. You can see how much I've cleared. It's quite scary actually. Now I've got to remember my way out. Turn myself around now. I think it's this way. Yes. Phew. Panicked for a minute there. Cutting that bit out there between the trees to get in and out was perfect. So much easier. It's impressive how many times I can try and do the indicators and swap vehicles. It's one of those unfortunate button configurations you don't get quite right. Anyway, that said, You know what, driving on this road, when I was looking for the vehicles yesterday, when I had to go and collect them, not yesterday, this morning, but in yesterday's episode, driving on the Yellowbam Highway, I kept thinking of the song Love Shack. Don't know why. Heading on down the Yellowbam Highway, looking for a love getaway. I'm not going to sing it, no way. We'll get done for copyright infringement. Not that my voice would sound anything like it, but you know. Therefore, I'm not going to indicate this time because, you know. So Ian and Sons is just down the road. Now, the payment for all of this, 200,000 litres of wood chips and 30 logs cut into 2 metre lengths is, and this is where it gets good, because I was after one of these for quite a while. I think probably because I mentioned it, that's why it's been offered. They have got a Penta DB50 trailer. They're Canadian, it's a Canadian trailer that they're going to send me as part payment, and then 80,000 Canadian dollars. It does sound here that works out to be about 100,000. I don't know if it means 100,000 with the trailer or 100,000 US dollars is the exchange rate for 80,000 Canadian. I'll have to check, but I'm going to do what I usually do, and I'll tip this. Whatever I make at the wood chip sell point will be deducted from the total price. Field 1 is very impressive. That's definitely going to need a spray. That's Barris's barley field. Whilst it looks like it's ready, it's on the last growth stage, so it's not quite there yet, because it will get to this point, then it obviously needs to dry out enough ready for harvest. So I will come over and give that a spray, because even at that stage you can get another fertilising state out of it, and we definitely need to on there. That's going to be used for the silage harvest. Once that's ready for harvest, Barris is sending me a forage harvester that's going to arrive at the store at some point. That's only to use while I'm doing the harvest, as far as I'm aware. Right, this is logs this side. This might be a bit tight in here, mightn't it? Just suddenly thought, getting this in and out. Otherwise it means backing up the whole way. Wow, this is a tight yard. I can go past it, certainly. We're not going to make a huge amount of money on wood chips, but that's not the point. The point is we're putting them here ready for delivery. $7,000 for 47,000 litres. That's quite scary. So let's back this out. Yeah, I may have not come tight enough here. I don't know, that wasn't so bad. That could have been a whole lot worse. Spin that round. Okie dokie, right, so and get load number 2. the last 12,000 litres. I've done 4 loads at 47, which means I need 12,000 on the last load, load 5, and that's 200,000 litres delivered. All I've got to worry about now is 30 trees cut into 2 metre lengths. The ground is still wet, which means I still can't do any mowing. I'm going to do just grass. I'm going to wait and do hay in the autumn, in the fall, when the grass has regrown. So it'll be grass for the time being. Like I say, I'm going to buy different mowers, but I can't do that yet. Ground's wet. So what I'm going to do is not even breakfast time. 5 to 7. I'm going to head up to the diner, and I'm going to have sausage and pancakes, I think, with a bit of maple syrup. Lovely. And then I think what we'll do is we'll lease the Scorpion King, because I've only ever leased it, haven't owned it. We'll come down to the forest here, I think, on our left as we come along by field 1, because I've taken a load out of the forest up there near the farm. So I'm thinking 30 trees from here will be a little bit easier to do. I don't know whether to cut straight into this trailer or whether or not to use a conveyor belt, cut onto the conveyor belt. I did think about cutting a massive pile and then putting them onto the conveyor belt, but 2 metre lengths I think might be too heavy to pick up. So what I'll do is, yeah, I'm going to go and have breakfast at the diner first, and we'll come back here, get the Scorpion King, and we'll get some trees put in here, and that'll be that contract done. When the Penta gets delivered, hopefully that will coincide with the hogs coming from Johnson's farm, from Bobby, which means I can probably put 40,000 litres of pig food, which is part of the deal, 25 pigs, 40,000 litres of pig food, into the Penta. That would make sense. That can all come to the store at the same time, and then I can just bring it up to the farm. Plan. I have a plan. Lovely. Well, that was absolutely delicious. This place, wow. So, that was a weird breath in. How many breaths did I need in one go? So, the Scorpion King has been leased. They have very kindly taken it for me. It's already down there. I've also moved the Massey Ferguson 356. That's now at the pig farm. And I've brought the Fiat Agri back because I had a tractor tied up there just clearing, like mucking out the pigs. So the 356 is down there for the time being, which will do that. I have bought the bucket that goes with it now. I think it costs us $700, I think it was. So that's now there. And the Scorpion King to lease is 27,000. I'm hoping to get all these trees done in under an hour, which means I won't get clobbered for the hourly rate as well. And you think, well, that seems like a waste of money. To be fair, I'm getting a Penta trailer out the deal on $100,000. I made some already on the wood chips. If I take off 27,000, I'm still making $70,000 plus a Penta trailer. So it's worth leasing it. It's kind of, you know, that's part of the contract, is you weigh up what you're going to make out of it, what your outlay is, you know, what's your bottom line after all that, and that's what it is. So I'll take this up. We'll park it up. We'll get ready for phase 2 of this contract for Iron Wheel Ranch. Let's look at this. Just realised there's more grass up here, which is free. Ooh, it's only a very small little meadow, but you know what? It's free grass. So I don't want to drive on that. Well, it goes right around here as well. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely not cutting that, driving on it. This can all be mowed. Ha ha ha, nice. Okay, right, well, it does say 30 trees of any size cut into 2 metre lengths. So, what we'll do, first of all, is check inside the cab. That's on 200, that's 2 metre lengths. Turn it on, open the header. Now, let's start with a tree. He says, have I missed it? Oh no, there we go. Lift it, put it back. Well, these are quite small trees, so I don't know, I might get away with... Right, let's cut one length. Leave the engine running. Can I pick that up? I can, so I could... I thought about getting one of the wooden bale conveyor belts and putting that here, then having a massive pile of logs and just throwing them on. But at the end of the day, if I've got the scorpion key, I might as well just cut straight into it. It seems daft. Right, can I get this in? No. Right, let's try it again. Let's get out of the way. Well, that's one. Okay, so what I'm going to do as well is we'll keep an eye on the counter, which will be here. That says, if we go down, third one from the bottom, trees cut. I've done 331 and I've done one in this session. So when that counter gets to 30 for this session, I've done all the trees. So I don't need to worry about trying to keep track in my head. That would be a bit mad, I think. So what we'll do, we'll back it up. I'm trying to destroy the porch of the house. That would be really nice. Let's erase that a bit. Now if they all stand upright like that, that's going to be perfect. I'm sure I can get more in if I do that. Actually, what I'll do, let's clear a bit of space here, shall we? Now I did wood chipping and logging recently when I was on Sussex, so realistically, do you want to watch me doing it again? Now, here's the thing, and it's that assumption I kind of always make, and I have done a lot and I shouldn't do, is that there's an assumption that you watch that Let's Play. There's an assumption that you've watched a lot of my Let's Plays and you've seen me do this. But there's also that in the back of my mind that you may be new to the game, you may be new to my channel, you may be new to this particular Let's Play, and you may not have seen logging done before. You may have, and if you have, that's fine, but I like to think if I'm using different trailers and this is a different contract, I don't normally do 2 metre lengths, I normally do wood chipping. If I do logging, I normally do whole trees or like 8 metre lengths and we load up a log trailer. So this is something a little bit different, we don't often do this. How well this is going to work, how this is going to unload, I'm not too sure. This will also go to Ian and Sons. That's going to fall the wrong way. Not what I wanted, but doesn't matter. Too much. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to do a few more trees, and I'll see you either when I hit 30 or I filled this trailer. One of the two will happen first. So I will see you in a bit when I hit one of those markers. Right, I'm neither at 30 or a full load. I've done 15 trees, so I've done half what I need, but it was starting to get really laggy around the trailer, simply because there's so many logs in here and it's a lot for it to cope with. So I'm going to do it in two loads, 15 each one. I will show you just to make sure, you know, I'm not third one up from the bottom. Trees cut down, 15 in this session. So create demand for wool. We don't have any. That's a pity. So off to Ian and Sons. Now I don't know how well this is going to unload. If at all, it could just become a horrible mess, but we'll see. We came out of the diner just after 7:30, and then we drove down here and then we started. We've done half the load, so we're under half an hour for half a load. So hopefully if I can get the other half a load done in under half an hour as well, we won't hit the 1 hour for the leasing cost for the Scorpion King. I hope. I don't know if this is going to start selling as soon as I back up into the point, or whether I'm going to need to unload or not, I don't know. But we'll soon see. I think we need to unload. Okay. It's actually working better than I thought it would. Now it's going to get a little bit more hairy, but you know. Okay, let's try that again. We've got one stubborn one. There's always one. Can I get up in there? Gonna have to. Right, okay. There we go. Fantastic. That worked way better than I thought it was going to. Okay, so that's it. First load done, one more to go. I will see you back down here when I've got the second load, and that'll be this contract complete. Then we need to get on with a bit of fertiliser spraying, and then hopefully at some point today the ground will cease being wet and I'll be able to do some mowing. But that might not be in this episode, don't know yet, we'll see how we get on. Look at that view. I've probably said that before from this point. I mean, when you look around the map any direction, it's wow. Wow, wow, wow. Shamrock Valley is due for, or it's been submitted to Giants. It will come out on PC first. The console version will take a little bit longer to come out, I would imagine. It normally does. There are going to be a lot of people doing Let's Plays on Shamrock Valley. From the first looks I've seen so far, it just looks incredible. And therein is the downside, the dilemma. So many good maps coming out, and the ones that really stand out for their just sheer beauty and enjoyment of playing on them, everybody's exactly the same. Everybody will be playing on them. So then you run that risk. Do you do a Let's Play and get swallowed up in the crowd? Do you do something different but then no one wants to watch it? You know, it's a, you know, and everyone will say to me in the comments, do what you want to do, and that's fine, but then if no one's watching it, I might as well just sit and play and not record any videos. So it's a bit of a dilemma. Anyway, I'm not sure what to do at the moment. I'm really not. What I'm actually doing is providing a bit of a service as well. Around the back of this house here, the trees are encroaching somewhat. They're blocking out the sunlight, and they're getting a lot of damp on the back of the house as well. So by clearing these away from the back of the house, we're getting a bit more sunlight in. Hopefully that all then dries out. It's not as damp. It's all good. It's a win-win for everybody, really. apart from their lawn, which yeah, we might need to do a bit of landscaping or something on here. We've turned it into a bit of a muddy bog at the moment. Load number 2. We have done 30 trees, 2 metre lengths. That's up. And that is our contract with Ironwheel Ranch complete. JP? Oh, hang on. No, it's not complete. It's one of the... Oh, I nearly missed that. Look. There we go. Now we're done. There we go, JP. That will all be shipped to you. I assume the Penta trailer will be delivered. Well, actually, MrSealyp did the conversion for me while I was recording. 80,000 Canadian dollars works out at the moment to be about 60,000 US, thereabouts. So I think JP meant with the Penta trailer and the Canadian dollars it will come in at about 100,000. So it will be thereabouts. What I've had already, I'm trying to think, I've had about 30,000 I think. So the Penta trailer and another 30,000. So I'll be due about 30,000 going into the bank at some point. And the Penta trailer, so that's good. Oh, hang on, what's happened here? That's not good. How weird. They obviously just got caught up in the back of the truck. Okay. Well, I'll sort that out, and then we'll head back up to the yard. When we've done that, we're going to get a bit of spraying done, I think. Ground is still wet. It's nearly 9 o'clock in the morning. Ground hasn't dried out from the rainfall, but I can't do a lot about that at the moment, so we'll just sort this out. And then we'll, oh, he says. The truck is away, the disc spine is on the back of the Case Puma, ready to go down to the store for the mowers. Cadet Mowers have said they want to try and hook me up with a Chrome Big M, but I've used them quite a lot recently, and I don't know if that's a big leap up. It would be awesome to have a Chrome Big M, don't get me wrong, but I think going up, if I sell this and buy 2 mowers, and then potentially do some mowing with that, and then we'll see how we get on. And if I might be able to get a loaner maybe for the autumn for doing field 44 again from Cadet Mowers, maybe. We'll see how we go with that. What I am going to do though is I'm going to grab the Lizard boom sprayer. I'm going to get onto field 50 and we'll get that sprayed. I'm really impressed with how field 35's coming on. The canola looks fantastic. But anyway, that said, let's go and grab this. The engine's warming up. I don't know if 45 will let me spray it yet. I don't want to do it that way around. I could have just gone straight out there, couldn't I? really pleased I got all that wood chipping and logging done. Not even 9 o'clock and it's all done. So field 45 should be on its next growth stage. So in theory, I mean, I was only weeding it or rolling it in the last episode or the episode before that. I'm trying to think now. I've done 2, haven't I, since then? But if it's in the next growth stage, it should be ready to. Let's get the boom out and have a look. If not, I can always whiz over to field 1 and crack on with that, because that's almost... I'm wondering if that's going to be ready to harvest before the rest of these. I might be able to get harvesting before autumn, if we're lucky. I can never remember how to put these down. There we go. Let's see if it changes colour. It is changing colour. Need to mind that fence line. So let's get some pesticides, herbicides, fungicides. I'm not quite sure what I'm spraying on it. A mixture of all sorts, I think. But it is spray. We'll get field 45 done. Then we'll go over to field 50. We'll get that done. That's definitely changing colours. Yes. I'll check on the old GPS drone map in a minute. I was saying the other day, actually, I was talking to CLEG about this, and I know everyone's been talking. I don't know. Now the trouble is, I don't know if I've said this already in the video, or whether I just thought it in my head and spoke to her about it. You know how it is when you get old and you can't remember what you've said out loud. Everyone's been talking about follow me and GPS and all the different things they want on FS19. I would love a drone. Just a drone. It would be amazing. I think for filming and for doing various different things, a drone would be brilliant. And I'm sure I'll get loads of people now putting in the comments, you can't because of scripts. Well, I think we've seen recently that scripts that we were told couldn't work on consoles, people have managed to get to work on consoles. So I don't know. Like I say, I'm no computer whiz. I understand the concept of scripts, and everything does have scripts. I'm never quite sure why certain scripts don't work and others do. I don't know. I'm sure somebody will enlighten me as to why and the details and whatnot. I'm not trying to be obtuse or anything like that. I'm honestly just curious. But if a drone in FS19 would be fantastic. I would love it. So if you're out there, if you're a modder, if you've already got a drone mod and you fancy tweaking it a bit, that would be awesome. So anyway, this is now going to continue. I did say I was going to check on the map tonight. Let's just turn it off a second. Let's check on the old GPS. Soil composition, turn that off. Oh yeah, look at that really nice dark blue line around the edge, snaking around field 45, which means that's working. Then we'll get on to field 50. We might be able to do 49 as well if that's the next growth stage. Field 32 is fine, 20 is fine, 29 is okay. And then I think it will be up to, field 1. Field 5 is alright. So we haven't got many to spray, but they are going to need to be done today. I'm pretty sure, let's go up 1. Field 1 isn't ready to harvest, is it? No. That doesn't even, that's really weird. Is that on dark green? Kind of. Yeah, we should be alright. So, why did I turn the engine off? There we go. Anyway, all that being said, I've got another contract done for Iron Wheel Ranch JP up in Canada. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I'm now getting the spraying done, and then we'll, I think next episode we might even be in a position where we can start selling some of the silage bales and make some of the money back. We'll see how we go with that. But if you have enjoyed this episode, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.